Well, everybody, we are back.
Hey, VikingsOwn, do you know what season it is?
I don't know.
It's football season!
Oh, yes.
Welcome to the Gopher Big Ten NCAA preview, brought to you by VikingsOwn 18.
That's me. Let's start out by answering the questions that were asked.
Well, we have one, and it was Mukau, and Mukau knows how much we love ESPN. So he asked us, what's your favorite show on ESPN? VikingsOwn?
My favorite show on ESPN has got to be Sports Nation because they make sports fun.
And Colin Coward knows what he's talking about.
He is an amazing person.
My favorite show has got to be College Football Live. That's my favorite sport, so it's my favorite. Close is the weird show with the guy's dad. That's a good one. I don't know what it's called, but it's like they're in Miami.
Oh, that guy's dad. Yeah. Okay, where should we start off by talking today?
I think we should pick the Gophers MVP, and then we'll do the schedule, and then maybe talk about key players, and then Coach Kill, and then just go on from there.
Okay, well, I think the MVP of the season is going to be Marquise Gray. I think he's got a Heisman potential. You know, last year he was young. It was really one of his first times really playing quarterback in the big games. You know, so this year he's going to have that year of quarterbacking experience. Because remember, he was a receiver, and he's gonna be like Denard, only better.
The other day, me and VikingsOwn were watching Big Ten Network.
Yeah.
And they were doing their preview where they take the bus everywhere, and they went to Minnesota. And they asked Marquise Gray, what did you do this offseason? And he said he watched highlights of, RG3.
Oh.
First of all, he's a great player. Now he's learning from a great player. MVP, Marquise Gray.
And he's got more potential than RG3, guys. So expect an RG3-like season for this guy. Or better. All right, let's go over the schedule.
Remember, me and VikingsOwn have looked at the schedule and studied each opponent for hours on end.
Yes.
We're so nervous that class starts pretty soon because we've been studying Gophers and Vikings, not school.
Yes, because this is more important to me.
Yes, this will land us jobs, not our majors.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, first three games. At UNLV, home New Hampshire, at home Western Michigan. I say win, win, win.
Definitely these three games are wins. UNLV, although they have an intimidating home crowd, I think the Gophers will get past. New Hampshire, you know, that's a 1AA school, no problem there. Western Michigan, they're a MAC team.
Western Illinois?
Oh, no, it's Michigan.
Oh, okay.
They're a MAC team, and they're not qualified to beat the Gophers.
The next three, we got Syracuse, at Iowa, and the open date. I say win. Close win against Iowa, but we beat Iowa. We just got the advantage.
Yes.
Open date, I say we win it. No one gets injured during the open date.
Ha. I say we beat Syracuse as well. Syracuse, they're not a very good team. They struggled last year, and the Gophers are just better. Big Ten is better than Big East or ACC or whatever. Iowa, it's at Iowa this time, but we beat them the past 2 years, so why not make it 3? I say it's a win for the Gophers.
Okay, the next three. We got home Northwestern, at Wisconsin, home Purdue. I say win, win, loss. I think it's just going to be one of those where we're overconfident going into this Purdue game because Purdue sucks. I see us losing, but I can also see us winning. But for my realistic predictions, lose.
I see what you mean there, and I think Northwestern, that could be a loss, and I'm going to pick it as a loss here just because homecoming team gets overconfident due to the fact that it's homecoming and just doesn't play up to the expectations. And at Wisconsin, I think we rebound and win.
We get the axe back.
We will get the axe back, and it may be at Wisconsin, but they don't have that intimidating of a crowd. We are the Gophers, and Wisconsin's overrated. And Purdue, I think, will win that.
Okay. And then we got the Wolverines, the Fighting Illini, and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I see us losing to the Wolverines, even though it's at home. Coming off a Purdue loss is going to be tough, and wait till the end of the show. Wolverines have a surprise. I think we beat Illinois, they suck. We beat Nebraska, because, I mean, it's at Nebraska. We don't lose there. And so far we have 2 losses.
Okay, I think we're going to beat Michigan because we're at home. But then lose to Illinois.
Ooh.
Yes, just because we're not going to expect to be on the road, and it's going to be tough for us, but then we're going to expect to be on the road at Nebraska and win that.
Nice. And then our last game would be home Michigan State. And right now it's a toss-up, but just because we are home, we get the edge. We finish with 2 losses, 10-2.
I think that Michigan State is going to surprise the Gophers here, and it's going to be a close, heartbreaking loss. But I just don't think we're ready to go 10-2 yet. I think 9-3, although it's going to feel a little disappointing for me to pick us struggling that much. I think it's one more year until we're elite again.
Indianapolis.
Home of the
Colts.
And
the Big Ten Championship. Oh! Okay. My Big Ten Championship is Wisconsin, just because Ohio State and Penn State can't make it. Wisconsin finishes 3rd on that side.
They're so lucky that happened.
Yes. Wisconsin finishes 3rd on that side, but makes it and gets killed by the undefeated Michigan Wolverines.
Ooh. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to pick Wisconsin also because, they probably won't even be that good. They'll probably be like 7-5, but because they're so lucky that the other 2 teams that would win are suspended, they will not.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyways, on the other side, I have Michigan State.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think they're going to be good. It's a rematch of last year's game, but this time Michigan State is going to win. I think they're going to be a very good team, and they're going to go smell the roses in Pasadena, home of the Rose Bowl.
And UCLA Bruins.
That is true. These stadiums are multi-purpose, people.
Speaking of multi-purpose stadiums, most bowl games are.
Yeah.
Okay. VikingsOwn, I have Purdue in the Meineke Car Care Bowl.
Oh, yes, the Meineke Car Care Bowl. You know who I'm going to have in that? I'm going to have Indiana.
Ooh.
I think they're going to surprise people with their talent.
Okay, in the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. What a bowl game.
There's a bowl game now?
Yes. I have Northwestern.
I have Iowa in it.
Good bowl. I mean, Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl? We'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings just because it's called that and cheer against whatever Big Ten team.
Especially if it's Iowa.
If Iowa or Wisconsin, I'll cheer against anyone else. Woo! Okay, the Ticket City Bowl, I have Illinois. I don't think they're going to be good, but 6-6 is going to land them in the Ticket City Bowl.
I have Michigan. I don't think they're going to be as good as you think they are going to be, Terrance, because they have a tough schedule. Tough schedules win championships, but they also lose them.
Okay, we got our second New Year's Day Bowl, the Capital One Bowl, and I have Wisconsin, just because I think they're better than the other ones, but Wisconsin's not going to be that good.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, we got the Outback Bowl, and I got Michigan State in the Outback Bowl.
Well, I have the fellow Gophers in the Outback Bowl.
Yeah, boy!
New Year's Bowl, it's going to be a great season to look ahead to the Rose Bowl the next year.
Okay, speaking of the Rose Bowl, I have Minnesota in 10-2. Like Michigan last year, getting that extra nod. Because Michigan is going to the national championship, so second best Big Ten team, Minnesota.
I could see that happening, and I sure hope it does. I believe it can. I'm just trying to be a little realistic here. But,
That's okay.
It's good to be optimistic. And, I might be a little pessimistic here, but it's okay.
Okay. VikingsOwn, I know you didn't pick a Big Ten.
Okay. Now what?
Your Rose Bowl.
Yes, my Rose Bowl. I think it's going to be Michigan State, obviously, because I said they'd win the Big Ten title game.
Well, that wasn't obvious. They could make the national title, like mine.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I think they might have one loss in the season. To that, who knows? But I just have them in the Rose Bowl.
Okay. I have my last Michigan State in the national championship. VikingsOwn, do you have any BCS game with
yes,
Big Ten team?
I think an at-large BCS bowl, like, let's say the Fiesta Bowl, will take the Northwestern Wildcats.
Oh, boy.
Yes, I think they'll be very good this year. They're intelligent, and I think they'll make an at-large BCS bid at like 10-2 or something.
VikingsOwn, I just got a call from the Cornhuskers. We both
Yeah.
denied them.
Ha!
Oh, you
Yes.
suck.
I don't think Nebraska is going to be good this year because they rely on tradition. They don't rely on recruiting. They don't rely on playing. They rely on their history. And you can't
That
win
is
games
true.
that way. Oh, wow.
Do you know what time of year it is?
Football time?
College football time.
Yeah.
And you know what the last year of college football is?
The championship. Wait, last year?
I meant last 5 games.
Oh, the BCS bowl games.
C.
CS.
Okay, Rose Bowl, I have Minnesota defeating Oregon State. Oregon State sucked last year, but they're going to surprise and win the Pac-12.
I have Michigan State losing to USC. Everyone thought USC would be in the championship game. Well, guess what? They're going to be in the Rose Bowl.
Ooh.
Denied.
Okay, Fiesta Bowl. My Fiesta Bowl will be the Maryland Terps
Fair enough.
against the West Virginia Mountaineers, first year in the Big 12, with
Fair enough.
the Terps taking home the trophy.
All right. Well, my Fiesta Bowl will include these 2 teams. First team out of the Big 12 will be, ready for this, Texas Tech.
Wow.
They didn't do as well last year, but they beat Oklahoma, and they're going to beat Oklahoma again and beat other teams the way they beat Oklahoma, because you can't simply blow off a win over a top 5 team, no matter how long ago it was.
Oh, my.
And then they will be playing the North Carolina Tar Heels. Yes, an ACC team in this game.
ACC's weak.
Yes, and UNC, they're good enough to make it.
Okay, we got the Orange Bowl.
Orange Bowl.
My Orange Bowl pick will be Temple from the Big East
Oh, do they join the Big East next year?
this year.
Oh,
Ooh. And my other team is the at-large from the Big 12. I have the Oklahoma Sooners. 2 Big 12 teams.
interesting. Well, in this bowl game for the Orange Bowl, from the Big East, representing, I have the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. They are always a solid team, but they never really have done amazing. This is their year to do amazing. They had Ray Rice. There you go. And they will be playing an independent team. Not Notre Dame, BYU.
Nice pick with the BYU Cougars.
Thank you.
Next, we have the Sugar Bowl. Now, the Sugar Bowl will consist of an SEC team.
Yes.
My SEC team is the second place SEC team, and that is Auburn.
Auburn.
Auburn. And they will be facing Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Well, in my Sugar Bowl, I have Northwestern because I said they make an at-large bowl, and that at-large bowl will be the Sugar Bowl. And they will play the SEC representative known as Ole Miss. They will be back and better than ever. Trust me on this one.
Last year, I did pick the national championship right in Alabama, and I had them facing Oklahoma State. How close was that?
Oh my goodness!
Iowa State!
Oh my goodness!
I just had a great year predicting this year, and I think that last year, I think this year's better with the Michigan Wolverines defeating the Vanderbilt people.
Commodores? Commodores, I think that's
Yes.
it.
Vandy,
Vanderbilt.
Go Vandy, just like Auburn did a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Just amazing quarterback and Aaron Rodgers' little brother. I hate
Wait,
him.
I thought he was a senior.
He was?
I don't know.
Well, I don't have Vanderbilt anymore. I have Florida now.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
All right.
Michigan beats Florida.
All right, in my national title game, I have one team will be from the SEC, and that is Arkansas. They are supposed to be pretty good this year. They had a very good year last year, but they couldn't get past Alabama and LSU. This year, they can. And they will be playing South Florida.
Whoa!
Yes, and
Whoa!
South Florida will end the SEC streak of winning the championship.
No!
South Florida, I have them winning the BCS championship. They have talent. They're athletic. Congratulations to South Florida.
Skip Holtz.
Yes, they have good coaching, athletes, and as you said, you have Florida in it.
Wait a second.
What?
Didn't you pick their quarterback to be really good last year? And he
Yes,
sucked.
yes, but now it's coming to life.
Okay. Speaking of Heisman's, my preseason Heisman is Denard Robinson, the shoelace.
You're really big on Michigan this
I
year.
just think they're going to be good. I've been watching tape.
That's true. I saw that tape and it's excellent. All right, my Heisman quarterback will be, drum roll, thank you. Okay, that's enough. Thank you.
Sorry.
Colin Klein, quarterback, Kansas State.
Tim Tebow.
Colin Klein.
Well, he's compared to Tim Tebow.
Yes, I see that a lot. I think he could be better than Tebow. He's just got that magic touch. In
Congratulations
every
to
run.
all the people living in Kansas. What a year.
Yes, what a year for Kansas State and their amazing fans.
So much better than the Jayhawks.
Yes, they've got the swag, and I firmly believe they will have a Heisman, even though they won't make a BCS Bowl. They will only go 7-5, but his stats are too good to deny.
Okay, Coach of the Year. Cherry Hill, VikingsOwn, agree?
Agree.
Turning around them Gophers. How about them Gophers?
How about them Gophers? All right. What do you shout out?
Okay, sure, we'll shout out.
Shout-outs! Yeah.
Okay, my first shout out and only shout out is to the man, Steve Walter, for
That's
getting
me.
a job with the Minnesota Gophers
I
in the
did.
ticket office.
I handle some operations, mostly custodial work, but I also get to be with the ticket salesman. My shout out is to the New Orleans Hornets. VikingsOwn out.